Gentlemans, welcome back to the shop. We cleaned off a dirty spot on the floor. We're going to have a go at this angina. We got the parts up to temperature. Nothing gets the blood pumping like expensive parts what might not fit, but you sit around for so long that you can never send them back. Don't rush me. I'm waiting for the last minute. We got this old custom machine cranking a shaft, if you recall. Egg-shaped lobes on her. We tried to kind of fabric cobble something up and it just wasn't doing it. Set that aside and promptly forgot about it. You can't blame a fella. I only step over the Jesus things 18 times a day. But we got to get this gear off. And as you can see, we got the bearing splitter, we got the ready rod, we got the strong back. We got a slight curve to the left. Did the old heat and beat, heel the arc in the dark. I didn't want to get it over temperature because it'd take the temper out of that gear. And then you got soft gear teeth, and then you got a whole bunch of problems. So new project, new tools. We got a Vevor hydraulic puller. Got a high security zip tie here. Got to get rid of. And nice, they almost made the label fit to the enclosure. It's the little things. A lot of these oddball industrial tools you use but the once or twice, half dozen times, and they're pure Chinesium. And even if you get the more expensive brand, they're just the rebranded Chinesium. So, you know, you're kind of cutting out the middleman and adding this guy's in the middle. These Vevors seem to be like a middleman and they tack on whatever their percentage is, but it's a brand and you kind of hope that they've been vetted a little bit. And I think that so far that seems to be the case. I know guys love the diesel heaters. These guys make 12-volt diesel heaters, cheap like Borscht, good for hunting and so forth. Then as soon as they start to smoke white, you just throw them away. Let's get this out on a tray. Nice. Not squatting over the cold ground like a troglodyte. Standing up like a human. Although a good friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, told me a secret, longevity. Old folks, once they can't get up off the ground, they're done for. You're done for. I've been sitting on the floor with the kids, playing go fish and so forth. Now the threaded body is plated, but all the components are painted. Thick paint too, and it's on the threads, Acme threads. So that might cause a bit of a problem. I do not care for painted parts that go on pullers because they invariably chip and then you get paint chips everywhere. Loose as that spicy curry after draft beer night. It went together in the usual way. You got a nice little pokey bit there. So as not to appear foolish, that is to allay suspicions as to our competence, let's do a quick dead reckoning check. 15 tons on the puller. This one, nominal. I would assume that's metric, so 15,000 kilograms. And this guy, strong back routine. That appears to be 3/8 ready rod. I can't remember. 16 threads per inch. I give you about, maybe that'd be probably grade cheese, but maybe maximum 5,000 pounds of pull times 2. So you're looking at 5 ton max. But of course, we're all cattywampus, so we didn't get even close to that. Probably half that. Oh yeah, 15 ton mightn't be in the ballpark of pulling that gear. Maybe. Hey look, further proof that there is a God. And he hates us. The dingus end is too big to get in the hole. Now what? Quick trip to the parts store, Princess Auto Power Fister. Yeah, new project, new tools. Never fucking grab the wrong one. Get the preschool edition. What for working on your 2 mums Subaru? You can slow us down, but you can't fuck us. Over. What I saved in Chinese pot metal, I spent in fuel. New bearing splitter. Same as the old bearing splitter, only bigger. The valve is interesting. Off and on. I would assume that on Means the valve is on and you can build pressure, but nay. On is off, and off is on. You understand? I always get the no feeling doing these for some reason. Some about 15 tons in the palm of your hand. I should be used to it. Going to the bathroom about 18 times a night, but... fuck. This handle doesn't seem quite long enough. It behooves us to spend a half a second and just think about what exactly is going to kill us next. And then move on down the list. Seems on there pretty solid. Nothing really bending. Jaws seem to be in there pretty good. Trusty fencing pliers. Oh, that's fucking tight. We're about 100 Frankenstein there now. You got to watch out with the emissivity of metal parts. A lot of times if you got to be accurate, you put a little piece of paint on there, black paint, and then you measure off that. We'll get her up to around 250 Frankenstein. 100 and maybe 20 centigrade. 160. Steel expands 1/1000th of an inch per inch of diameter per 100 degrees Frankenstein. So if we get it up to 250, that's about a 2-inch shaft. We're looking at about that much. 4 or 5 thou in the difference. Ought to be plenty. I don't like being close to this thing. Something to be said for an Enerpack cylinder with a nice long hose. There we go. Not so fucking tough now, are you? Woo! This one is for all the poor kids in the world. There you have it. Another job well done. 113 Kaneki stand Copex. Probably cost you about a cigarette butt and a couple of pull tabs and a Murga. Well worth the price. If that had a snap-on label on it, it'd be it'd be 10 times that. Easy. Off the rape wagon. Now, I got no problem using that once in a while. For the price of it, let it sit on the shelf. And you got it when you need it. Not a bad chunk of Chinesium. Thanks for watching. Keep your dick... Oh, now it'll just fly right together. Keep your dick in a vice. 2556. 2373. Now what are we gonna do?